Hello, Dr. Pillai. We just need to unmute you.
Okay.
Okay, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are ready whenever you are.
Well, I have been readying myself till this 70th year. I have been so ignorant up until now. And I'm going to talk about my ignorance and relate it to the new year. This is the new year, truly the new year, not January 1st, because it is the moment of or transit of sun into Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. And that is really the new year. In many sense, because it can give you a new understanding in terms of the energy that the sun brings, the cosmic energy, and in terms of what I'm going to do in this video, and talk about my own ignorance. It's not only I have been ignorant all these years, but I'm also ignorant even now. The next moment is going to be a better moment. But are we able to know the moment? We don't. Why? We want to see that the moment is different. How do we see? We have a wonderful device, the EEG. The EEG will show you how crazy is your brain. That's why I am just with this device on my head. So the head, the device is going to show my head to you, and you can see your head also. The reason why I put it on is this is a very expensive device that not many people can afford, very few people can afford. So at least you can see what the brain is going to do in terms of stupid thoughts. Before that, I want to talk about the new year because that was the agenda. The new year is the sun moving into Aries. He's in power. He has come to a powerful position. So what is he going to do? If you are aware, you are careful, if you are willing, you are ready and not negative, then you can use the whole month of April 15th to April 14th to May 14th to your own advantage. You can make your brain stronger and you can become more conscious. You can correct all your mistakes. I have no problem in saying that I have been stupid. Literally, it's not out of humility or anything. It is out of complete confession of my own intelligence, which has been, very, very, deplorable and bad. And now I wish I had this intelligence before, then I would have done better. Okay. But anyway, now I'm going to talk about the new year, the transit into Aries, the solar power. We are now unable to understand, because of science, what is the real solar power. We know only solar power is electricity. We can light our, homes and appliances with the solar energy. There's so much free energy available, and we have to do it. But we do not know what the yogis and the siddhas knew about the solar power. For them, the solar power is the tremendous psychic, parapsychological power that the sun has. If you have the sun's energy, you would have the best brain if you know how to access the sun's energy. in October 15th, November 15th, you would become the very low energy because it is the seventh house. We will be getting into Libra. See, astrology is not a superstition. It is the study of time and energy. So it is the best time where we can understand the solar power. The solar power is the immense power, the psychic power, the intuitive power, so that you can get beyond your logic. So the logic will give you only a limited reality. You would think that I'm not, say, a doctor or an engineer, I can't make any money. So that's logic. That logic will ruin most people, or if not all people. You don't need anything to have money or life you want, or provided you can access what God has given to us and understand how to access this power of God. The power of God comes to us through the sun. The sun is so important. The sun gives you super logic. It's not illogical, provided you understand it properly and then pay attention to the time when the sun is very powerful for us. Even in a day, the sun goes through various ups and downs of power, and it can be customized too for each individual. Why are we not using these things? Because we are so lost in the scientific, logical, technological model. At least I have dedicated myself, at least this year, to go and bring science and religion together, science and metaphysics together, metaphysics and physics together, so that we can really benefit from the from what God has to give it to us. Remember, Jesus was was arrested, and when he was arrested, he was telling Peter, "Peter, don't fight with them. If I wanted to help myself, or my father wanted to help myself, he would have sent an angel. The angel real, the angel is real. The angel is getting into this system now. The angel is now living in my body. The angel is called Chitra. The month is called also Chitra. Chitra is the goddess. And this goddess can give you omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. So we don't want to believe in all these things. So that is the problem. We only want to believe in science and what can be perceived. So it all started with the Greeks who just said, I think it was Aristotle, if I remember right, who said, perhaps there are no gods and goddesses. We are finished. At that time, we just got into a polarity, a polarized reality of religion and science. And we have to get them back and follow Einstein, who wanted to bring them together. He was a great believer in the intelligence of God by looking at the galaxy of how everything is so perfect. But with us, everything is imperfect. So what I'm going to tell you today is, you can change things, not tomorrow, not the next hour, but this very minute. Unfortunately, I can't show you fMRI images. That will be even better than the images I'm going to show you now through the EEG. The EEG is more inferior than fMRI. The fMRI can show you second by second, even less than that too. But anyway, we all know that we have 35 to 50 thoughts a minute. We talk about conservation of energy. Okay, what is the most valuable energy? Is the money energy so valuable? It is valuable, but not as much as our conscious energy. We are conscious beings, we are intelligent beings. Okay, we are knowledgeable beings, but we are not paying attention to our own knowledge, our own the way the brain is working. So I'm going to just to educate you, because I'm not only educate you, but also educate myself. I've been educating myself over the past 1 week about how I can change myself, and I can help to change yourself and also change humanity. And that is going to be through looking at our own brain and how crazy it is when we don't do anything with it. When you want to do anything with it, you can just stop its craziness, and then stop stupid thoughts, stop idiotic thoughts, dumb thoughts that they occupy our brain all the time, even when we are sleeping. So if we learn on this New Year day that we can change our brain, it's not expensive. It is very, very, it doesn't cost anything at all. All that you have to do is to have to become conscious. You are unconscious now. Now, we are going to see my brain when I'm not doing anything. And then I'm just letting it to do whatever it wants to do. So what do you, why don't you show the brain? Yeah, this is how crazy it is. Because I'm talking to you, moving my hands, and then, giggling and being so goofy. Now I'm going to do, in a minute, I decide, oh, I don't want these stupid thoughts. And then I'm going to not even close the eyes, but then I become conscious. Look what happens.
And once the tracing quiets down, you can see some very fast rate where it's purple, green, and then dark blue again. For Babaji, that's gamma, high beta.
So I'm able to produce, see, I'm now talking. So I have come to this, my stupid mind, or stupid brain. So I lose all the gamma rays, all the high beta rays, and that is really suicidal. We are committing suicide. I mean it literally. Every moment we are committing suicide. Okay, and when you become angry and when you become, emotionally agitated, it will be even worse. So do you realize that you can change it? I'm glad that we have been experimenting this with the students in Goa, thanks to the government of Goa, that they gave all the government schools for us to test what the phonemic intelligence, the technology that I have created, can help students. Now, so what happens now I'm going to show the results of what I have been doing over the past week. And you can see my brain versus another person's brain. And I could go into, within 2.5 minutes, 2 to 2.5 minutes, I can go into complete alpha state. All the brain waves merge into alpha, which means my concentration is high, my intelligence and focus is very high in 2.5 minutes or 2 minutes. And you can see that. And can you show that?
Good.
Yeah. And the one on the blue,
This one's normal.
This one is the first side there, the green ones are the normal brain, normal brain. Normal meaning person, very highly educated person, brain. And then you can see mine is on the other side with the blue or the true blue in the beginning. And I'm able to completely block the delta. And that's why it's so bluish. And then I have the next one is theta. I'm visionary brain is now coming into focus. And then you go to the line 2, where you can see the red, total red. So it means I am able to pull all my energy into focus and be able to concentrate and be able to know better and bring more intelligence. And then the next one on the right in the middle is high beta, which is, what is called a genius brain. When it becomes more and more pronounced, high beta leads to gamma. So there, we have another slide to, where you can see, but we are not ready for that now. Do we have it now? So they're trying to show that to you. So this is, how long does it take to do this? With a little bit of training, the training is so beautiful. I wish this device is available to everyone, but then it costs about $30,000. And not many people can afford it. Okay. Or maybe the technology will be available that we can have this. Even this is not the ultimate machine. The Dalai Lama used one with the, 10 times more powerful than this one, but that would be 10 times more expensive too. But anyway, the lesson is you can change your brain, your thoughts, your intelligence, not after a month of training, but right at the very second. You have to really move from goofy, uncontrolled brainwaves to very controlled, focused brainwave. Control is everything. So I used to say, teach, when do you fall? You fall when you are not careful. So this is, I used to live in the East Coast in Pittsburgh. Then when I fell down because I came from India and I did not know how to walk on the ice carefully. So I fell down. Then I began to analyze when do I fall? And I am not careful. The same thing to the brain waves. When you are not careful, when you are careless, the brain works crazy. When you are conscious, then you can control it. And that is the training that should be available to people. That's what I did in the Goan schools, to put these students, high school students, middle school students, and even elementary, to change their brains. How do you know? Psychometric tests of 30,000 samples prove that. And so you have the opportunity on this day to change your behavior, change your brain. So what do you do? What are you going to do? I have another thing that I wanted to mention that I'll talk about it, so that I don't forget to mention that. That is the Word of God. The Word of God can enable you to do anything. What is the Word of God? The Word of God in the Bible means what God speaks. God only speaks. He doesn't do anything. He said, let there be light, and the light was there. He didn't talk about solar power or thermal power or hydropower. No. Speech. Your speech is very, very important. And what is speech after all? Speech is sound wave. The sound wave of God coming out of God's brain is so powerful that he can create anything with his sounds, with his speech. And that is, you see testimonials or documentations for this concept in almost all religions of the world, ancient religions. Hinduism has Sabda Brahman. Shabda Brahman means that Brahma created this world through sounds. Brahma is the creator God. And you have also in Egypt, Ta. Every religion knew the power of sounds. So that's why I'm coming back to Brazil now. The sound Brazil was discovered after long meditation, and then the sound is very, very, there are English sounds also, Z. So it's not simply Sanskrit. I had to work with, in an interactive fashion with the Nadi reader to come up with this sound, exactly what would make it more potential. So don't ask the question how it is going to change. Now we have at least somebody from Singapore who made money using Brazil. He wanted to know how Brazil really works. And then he took this Brazil sound, stream Brazil sound, to the Emoto's lab in Japan. And then you found a perfect symmetry, the structure of a star or crystal response coming out of the sound Brazil. So it can organize your brain. It can make you focused. And that is how you will be able to develop financial consciousness. So I want you to, I've been not teaching now. I even canceled a live program which I used to do for Guru Purnima, a full moon of the Guru. I'm going to do only online because I'm just going to focus more and more attention on the brainwaves and how I can help myself as well as this world. So for those of you who want to, there will be another, next month there will be a busy introduction program. I want to do a global launch because money is the fundamental energy as far as the earth plane is concerned. Without money, it will affect your health, it will affect your intelligence, it will affect your self-esteem. You can't even have good clothes or good place to live. So it is a matter of understanding the money energy. So now I can teach Brazil in a better way, because my understanding has changed. So I want you to go, you can register today for the program. It will be a free program, introductory program. So on the new year, what are we learning? We are learning there is absolutely free solar power available. The solar power is not just electricity that we need. It is also conscious, super intelligent energy and how to access and then make it stay in your body, mind, and even store it in your DNA, then you can really change your biological life, your psychological life, and also your happiness, and also help yourself and help others too. God bless. That's what I wanted to say to you. You know, the blessings is that, and I never wanted to talk about brainwaves or anything because I live in the moment, and God wanted to give message to you. Hey guys, you are my children. There is no difference between one person and another person, as far as I'm concerned. God says same. Everyone has to wake up and get the gifts that I have already made available. This is what God says. He has made available all the powers for human beings. So wake up and then change your life. Change the world on this new year. Let's make a commitment to that. God bless.
Hello, everyone. So just to give you a little more information about some of the things that Dr. Pillai mentioned today, there is a link on the viewing page that says Brizzy Mantra. So he mentioned that he will be doing a live event next month, and that is going to be on May 19th. So if you click on that link, you'll get to a little page that then you can receive the Brizzy Mantra for free. And then you'll also receive information about the live event that Dr. Pillai will be hosting. So you'll definitely want to do that. Just click on that link and add your name. And that is when, so he talks about the sun moving into Aries, which is today. So for a full month, we have the power of the sun. And then on May 15th, the sun moves into Taurus. And that is a powerful time for prosperity blessings. The sun is giving us different blessings as it moves through these zodiac signs throughout the entire year. So we're so blessed to have Dr. Pillai for the first 2 months of the new year, really guiding us and empowering us and giving us these free tools to be able to change our lives this year. We can change today. So that's one. The other thing I wanted to mention is that last year, 2018, on the Tamil, the Vedic New Year, this particularly powerful day and weekend, he delivered an in-person seminar. And it was all about the same topic of today, really taking control of your life. And it was a full day seminar, and we have it all recorded, organized, and ready for you to participate in if you would like. And that is also on the link. It's called Take Control of Your Life. And in it, he has several different techniques to activate the entire brain, like he was talking about today. A new mantra that he's never given out before is in this course. And there will also be affirmations, meditations, guided meditations, mantras, and we've actually put it on half price until the end of April. So this is, if you're going to purchase it, this is definitely the time to do so, because that is when you'll get the most benefit in terms of your financial savings. So please go ahead and take a look at that program if that's something you're interested in. What I really think is the coolest thing about this program is that Dr. Pillai is so in the moment and driven by divine energies. And we heard that today, right? Like he had no plans of telling us about the brain and the EEG, but God told him what to do. So in the same fashion, on that seminar last year, live delivery to a group of few hundred people in New York City, he had a very similar message. So God was propelling him forward to encourage us and teach us and show us how to take control of our life right now and take control of the brain. And specifically, there is a meditation and mantra in this program that can activate the entire brain and prime it for miracles, like prime it for allowing abundance and bringing in the intelligence that Dr. Pillai talked about, and then showed you how his brain is working on the EEG. So two really great opportunities right now. One is take control of your life program, which is half price. And then also please sign up for the Brizzy mantra. You'll get the Brizzy mantra free. And then you'll also hear about and be notified of the webinar that Dr. Pillai will do on May 19th. Mark your calendar. And that's totally free. So you want to do those two things now. And we wish you an amazing new year here at Pillai Center. We're so honored to be of service to you, and we're wishing you the best. Namaste.